Well, it is... I don't remember. Well, I'm just making a second cup of coffee, because I need it. Num num. Didn't sleep that great last night. Where I set up my tent, I guess there was like a hump in the middle, so I had to shim up both ends of the sleeping pad. I didn't notice that until it was nighttime. But could have another coffee and probably head out within the hour. Hiking to Beatty Cove. So I get to pass Rhyolite Cove? Anyway, the Rhyolite stone formations. I'm probably saying it wrong. But the geology should be changing today, so it should be really interesting. And I'm hunkered in my tent right now because the mosquitoes are really bad. So I'll start packing up and getting ready, and then hit the trail. Today, tomorrow, and the next day, yeah, basically the last bit of my trip. The next few days are where the trail starts getting more technical and should be really impressive. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Woo! Cool, right off the trail, not far from my campsite, it's this old stone chimney and fireplace. I think there's some blocks for part of an old foundation. Jeez, eh? So right out of campsite 5 at Gargantua South, you start going straight up the cliffs, and it's wet because it's boreal, but the amount of moss and ferns and rocks, it is really pretty. But right out of camp, be ready to climb up. But then you get to this open area, and it's like a ridge walk. It's so pretty. I find it really, really cool how the coastline changes so much. So just have a look at this. Look how rugged that is right now. So Warp Bay is a bay up in there. So from Warp Bay, I hiked up to Devil's Chair, just up on the other side. In Warp Bay, I hiked back down to Gargantua Bay, and I was camped in that bay down over there. This morning I've hiked up and around, and I'm here, heading towards Rhyolite Cove. So I made it down to the coastline. I was slightly turned around for a bit. So up on top, not sure where the trail went off, but you can see so many people have gone around this way. So you end up at all these dead ends, and then you have to kind of drop down a little bit. But I could see other people went that way. So then I came out just up there, probably maybe 30 feet from where the trail actually came out. But most important thing, you know that if whatever direction, if you're going southbound, the coast is on your right, and if you're going northbound, the coast is on your left. If you hit the coast, you'll eventually find the trail again. But this is so cool. This is pretty cool. This is an old waterbed. I believe this is it 70 or 90 meters above the water level of Lake Superior? I'll double check. But it just shows where the water level was once. That is crazy. Very cool. Just met a couple more hikers. Two ladies just as crazy and in love with backpacking as I am. It's nice chatting with you guys. Have to admit, the trail's getting pretty awesome. Just stopped for lunch here in Rhyolite Cove. Nice little bay in here. But unfortunately can't stay too long. I gotta hike to my site. Really cool. So coming in from the coast, going up over the cliffs through the boreal forest, and then back down to the shoreline, I found a few more of these boulder fields in the forest. Really, really cool. I am so upset right now. I made it to the first site at Beatty Cove. There's nothing but toilet paper everywhere, all up in the woods. Look at this. I think Ontario Parks needs to start educating people before they come out. I am very upset. Just eating my supper. I made it to Beatty Cove. All the 3 other sites are taken. And the one site that is available, I have my tent set up outside of the camp area because of the toilet paper. So I do have a bear box, which is nice. Haven't had to hang my bear bag since I've been here. Just having supper. And then gonna crash. Today was about 13.5 kilometers of some tough hiking. Tough but rugged. Well, I went to go put my food away in my bear locker and discovered that it was about half a foot deep full of garbage and rotting food. The smell nearly knocked me out. I ended up putting my food bag in the bear locker at the site next to me. This site also shares the outhouse with the site next to me. I'm going to have to let the park know to clean this up when I get to Agawa Bay. That way it doesn't endanger any campers. Well, today was a really hot day, but beautiful. I would suggest that if you're southbound from Gargantua, that you choose a site before Beatty Cove, unless you want to put in a really long day. The trail's getting a lot more technical, and it was quite a long stretch today despite the mileage, but it's stunning.